Hello, my divinities. Welcome, welcome. So, we are going to go ahead and start today's collective. I've already put out the Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo messages. So, if you want to go listen to those, they've already been uploaded. Okay. So let's start. What is the message? These are really long. So if only one call falls out, that's what we're going to do. What's the message for today? Okay, that's it. Coffee break. And then the one at the bottom. Coffee break and blue fairy. All right. Ooh, it's 2 and 22. So 2, 2, 2. Interesting. Okay, I like it. Actually, let's look it up. All right, so I looked it up, and it says that it's often referred to as the number symbolized with balance, harmony, trust, and the importance of new beginnings. All right, interesting. Interesting. Let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see the messages for these cards then. All right. So number 2, coffee break, is keyword appreciation. Sit back and appreciate your life. Relax with a cup of coffee or tea and make a point of consciously bringing to mind all that you have to be grateful for. Consider your blessings. A place to sit, a cup to drink from, a drink to enjoy. What could be better? Gaze upon your surroundings and see all that is around you. Are you not truly blessed? This fairy would love to have a leisurely cup with you. So often we take for granted what we have. It's time to live in a constant state of gratitude. Gratitude plays a big part in the process of attracting what you desire into your life. Gratitude tells the universe that you are ready to welcome more good into your life. It is a vital part of your manifestation process. To reach the state of gratitude, you need to stop and place yourself into a receptive state of mind. Relax and calmly consider your life and all that you have been blessed with. Whatever thoughts you think are reflected in your body. So it is important to take these small breaks and to just sink into serenity. Remember to take the time to relax and rejuvenate. Be sure to notice even the smallest blessings that surround you. A wonderful fragrance on the wind, a butterfly flying by, a baby's smile and laugh, the most subtle sigh. You can find a blessing in everything in your world. Just be open to it. Take a longer coffee break today. All right, and then number 22. All right. Number 22, keyword is love. Here is the blue fairy who offers up the message of love and peace. She demonstrates the need for quiet within our daily lives. She shows us that through calmness, we realize our connection to spirit. This connection is always with us. Concentrate on this cobalt blue and feel what it does to your inner body. Imagine a blue crystal deep within your heart that resonates to all that is through the vibration of love. You are connected to all creation and the hearts of all being through a beautiful crystal blue grid work of light. Feel the oneness of all that is. Sense the infinite being of your soul. Can you feel your problems shrinking in size? Feel your own divinity. Allow your creativity to flow. With the oneness comes true understanding of the greater mysteries of life. They all come down to one thing: infinite love. Okay. So having those messages in mind, let's go ahead and start today's collective. Get these. Okay. What's the energy for today's collective? The energy for today's collective. We start with the moon. Number 18, powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. Prince of Spring, which is the Knight of Wands, charming, self-confident, passionate, restless, immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage a passionate relationship. Ooh, okay. King of Winter, knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. Get advice from someone professional and objective. Public speaking, unemotional relationships. Okay. Eight of Winter, you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you are powerless when you are not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Okay. Balance. The number 222, right? Balance and harmony. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. Nine of Winter. Damn, all these swords. Unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. The Wheel of Fortune. Delays are over. Sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. Queen of Autumn, generous, stylish, gracious, practical. Be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. Okay. Eight of Spring, stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events, or changes. Overall energy, Six of Spring. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition with the Nine of Autumn. You know what this is making me think of? This is making me think of the Taurus reading. I'm actually going to keep this one too. Wow, with the Ace. You know what? Let's keep these three. The Taurus reading was very good on some things, but it was also like there was going to be so much coming in that you might even feel overwhelmed. And it's not saying, even if you don't have Taurus placements, if you have Taurus somewhere in the wheel of your chart. So go look at where in your life you have Taurus, and that will still apply to you. Well, if you want it to, you don't have to. But I do feel that wonderful news is on the way in for someone. But look at all this worry, all these unfounded fears, all this insecurity. I think your mindset really needs to be addressed right now. The 222 number, something that it said was, it's not just about balance and harmony, but it's about trust and the importance of new beginnings. So basically, like, have faith in the universe, because the way things are going, the beginnings that are coming into your life are deserved. You made them happen. You are not only worthy of this happening, but you deserve for it to happen. And I feel like there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of, like, what if it goes wrong? What if this? What if that? What if I make a mistake? Like, there's a lot of worry, a lot. Clarify the Six of Spring. Let's see if we can pinpoint what the worry is. Six of... Spirit's like, bitch, I said what I said. Six of Wands twice. I cannot. Guys, if this is like someone getting famous or getting some sort of recognition. Look at that. The Justice card. Oh. Clarify. Oh, see? The Devil. With the Hermit. The Magician. Look, I'm telling you, you've manifested this. You manifested this, but I feel like you still have some limiting beliefs. So I don't know if I've ever told you this before, but the hermit has the same amount of knowledge that the emperor does. The difference is that the hermit lives like a sage. You know, they live a lifestyle that's focused on the gaining of knowledge instead of using their knowledge like the emperor to build something from it. So you may be somebody who spent your time acquiring a lot of knowledge, getting really well. I feel like, okay, I'm reading for two different people, honestly. Because here it said you may meet someone who can help your dreams come true. So maybe you're coming across a hermit who's going to help you accomplish your dreams. But again, this is reminding me of the Taurus reading, because the devil was like, in this case, it means two different things. On one hand, it means that you're about to be handed a lot of material abundance. But if you still look at abundance like an evil thing, that's the second thing. I feel like you need to address your mindset around abundance. If you still look at wealth, like, oh, it's connected to greed, it's connected to dirtiness, it's connected to uncleanness, all of these things, you're going to get what you put into it. Like let me put it to you this way. If you associate wealth with like, well, if I'm wealthy, that means I have to sacrifice something else. So if I'm wealthy, that means I can't have love. Then guess what? That's what you're going to manifest. If you feel like, well, once I have wealth, I can't have solid friendships because nobody around me will be trustworthy. Well, then that's what you're going to manifest. Like, what type of things do you associate with wealth? Because that's what you're bringing, well, that's what you're afraid of bringing in. And right now you're being told to adjust that so that you don't manifest that. Because whatever this is, it is success. 6 of Wands twice. For some, it's just success. For others, it's fame. It's public recognition. And it may come with a contract of some sort. So this could be like a job. Or maybe it has something to do with the legal system. You could receive an inheritance. You could... I don't know, maybe you start a business. Maybe you... I don't know. It could represent either the legal system or using the legal system for contracts, for agreements, for, things of that nature. Let's look at the moon. Clarify the moon. I do think I'm so happy the moon is here, because although we do have 2 cards with the moon, that makes 3, that really deal with a lot of anxiety, this is also releasing that. It's having these powerful intuitive epiphanies. Clarify the moon. I love it. Clarify the moon. So we've got the Knight of Cups. Clarify the moon. 7 of Wands. Clarify the moon. 3 of Wands. The Queen of Swords. The World, and there's the 9 of Pentacles again. See, I kept it, and here it is again. And this one over here says, reward yourself for all your hard work. Being happily and successfully self-employed. Cherishing your time alone. I'm going to tell you what I got just off these cards that came out. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, when you think of success, when you think of stability, security, you associate it with a specific type of person. Either one, you associate it with someone who works so hard that they don't have time for a life. Or number 2, you associate it with people who are educated to a specific level that you are not. And therefore you think that you don't deserve to be in that spot. Or 3, you associate it with people who look a specific way. Because with the Knight of Cups, you've idealized whatever it is you're trying to manifest, you put it on a pedestal. And because you put it on a pedestal, the problem with that is that it means you are in this place of never being worthy of it, or that's how you see yourself. So with the Seven of Wands, you're really defensive because whatever's coming is success. But because you've attached success to something that you feel you are not, you're already getting ready to defend why you deserve it. You're getting ready to defend like, I'm just as good as anybody else. I'm this. When these sticks are just leaning against the wall. Nobody's attacking you, babe. And in this Three of Wands, look. This is going to sound a little fucked up. But in the regular Rider-Waite Tarot, this person is a lot more dressed, first of all. But second of all, his coat that he wears, it's patchwork, which means that you may be an entrepreneur or you may become. So again, this is a spectrum. So for some of you, you are barely about to become an entrepreneur and you may have to go through some sacrifices to do that. For others, you've been an entrepreneur and you've had to sacrifice a lot to get there. So this is making me think in Spanish, and I know that there's a saying in English, but I don't remember how it goes. In Spanish, there's a saying where all you have is your hands to cover the front and the back, if you know what I mean. Which is indicative when they say that, what they're indicating is that you were so poor you didn't even have clothes. So either you had a childhood like that, or you've gone through a period of struggle where you've really, look, 3 and 7 is the 10 of Wands. You've really had burdens financially. Maybe you had a lot of debt. Maybe you had a lot of responsibilities. And so you either one, you want to become an entrepreneur, but you're scared of all the responsibility that comes with it because you think, if I'm already overworked, imagine if I add something on the side, I'm going to burn myself out. But it does not have to work out that way. You just associate exhaustion with success or a certain type of education or a certain type of look. And if you're already an entrepreneur, you're like, look, I got to where I've gotten this far by working my ass off and exhausting myself. So if I want more success, that means what? I'm going to have to start sacrificing my internal organs? No. You just have to rewire the way that you see success and who deserves it. Because I think a lot of your fear, that's why it's unfounded. Because it's just your perception of wealth. Think of it like this. I was raised in a family that was very affectionate. Very affectionate. Like my mom's side of the family, because my dad, not really. My mom's side of the family is super affectionate to where we were taught, to every time we greet each other, it's a hug and a kiss. And even if we're just sitting on the sofa, we'll put our arm around someone that we love. We have no problem. Like my mom taught us how to give massages. So we massage each other without it being a sexual thing. It's none of that touch is sexual. So for me, when I'm around people that I feel a lot of affection for, I have no problem doing those things. And I've been in relationships with friends and with people who were romantic who startle when I want to hug them for no reason, when I want to hold their hand, things, and it shocks me because I'm like, what? Why is this a big deal? Well, that's because to them, that's foreign. They were not raised around that. So think of that, because to me, affection is natural. It should be something that you want to give without it having to be a sexual thing. Non-sexual intimacy is important in relationships as much as, sexual intimacy. So to me, when you equate that with finance, it's the same thing. There's people who have been surrounded by so much money that to them it's like, it's just paper, so what? But to people who didn't have it, they look at it like a god, like, oh my God, that must be so difficult to obtain. If you look at it as something difficult to obtain, it will be difficult to obtain. If you look at it as something scarce, something that's rare, then it will be scarce and it will be rare. Clarify, Prince of Spring.